Alright, so we're back again and we are going to do the other question, which is f of k of x. Alright, so we have f of k of x. This is number 2. This is the number 2 now. So this is the part for the video. So we have f of k of x. Now, let's get a bit more concrete now and see what we can interpret from this. What does this actually mean? I'm going to pause the video and think about it. Another time now. F of k of x. What is it? What is it telling us to do? Right, so for anybody who figured, say, it simply means you put k of x into the function f, here correct. So it simply means you need to take the function k of x and substitute it into the function f, right? So in doing this, we know we need to do three things, SDS. So in doing this now, we need to first write back one of the function, which is the f. F was 5x squared plus 2, and the k of x is 8x plus. Alright, so those are the two functions. F was 5x squared plus 2 and k of x is 8x plus 5. So we don't need to put this function in the function f. Right? So we need to write one first, which one I think I'm gonna write first? Yes, the one we are gonna write first is the f function. So I'm gonna write f, which is 5x squared plus 2, and pay attention here now. So I'm gonna write 5, and where the x is, you're going to put a bracket. However, please pay attention and realize so we have 5x squared. Right? So 5x squared is actually, so we have 5x squared, right? So only the x you are going to substitute for this, So you are going to now do substitute the x here for 8x plus 5. Sorry. 8x plus 5, and you put back the square here. So this is just the x, so you need to put back the square here now, which is this part here. Alright? Then now we put back the plus 2 out at the end. So, very interestingly now, we have this function here. Now, the reason why I laugh is because you actually have a lot to do here. I mean, I kind of have a good amount to do here. Now, we have 5 outside of the bracket, and we have 5x plus 5 plus 8x plus 2, right? All raised to the power 2. Well, this is bracket raised to the power 2. So, you know what we actually have to do now? Some of you may say, alright, this is how we are doing it. To distribute the 5 first, and then now we square it, right? But no. There's a rule where you have to, in math, basically you always write the bracket first. So, ignore this like a 5 here for now. And you now need to work out, you now need to expand what they write here. So you need to expand this into bracket here, right? Which is 8x plus 5, 8x plus 5 squared. So in doing that, let me just come as so I'm getting enough space. I write the 5 first, then I write 8x plus 5. No, 8x plus, so write the 5 here, so just x out the 5 here. I'll show you when we really are done. So now I now need to write this, but in order to write this, I have to kind of expand it first, right? So I'm expand it out like this. Right, so I'm going to expand out this. Cool? Now, when I did have 2 squared, it did equal to 2 times 2. 3 squared equal to 3 times 3. So basically, anything squared, you multiply it by itself again, right? So when I now have, plug in back this. When I now have 8x plus 5 squared, I can write it as 8x plus 5, close bracket, 8x plus 5. Now remember, what we did here is to expand the bracket. And the reason I expand the bracket first is because when I work this apart here, so, you look a bit confusing and you think you can put the 5 in, but no, you can't put the 5 in it yet. Right? So what we can do, we can get another little bracket. No, I'm not put no more bracket because I confuse you. But the only thing we need to know, we are work the bracket first, right? So in other words, if we don't have 5 bracket 4 squared, right? Could you just multiply the 20 times the 5 times the 4 and you get 20 and then a square? No, you can't do that first. So what you actually have to do, you have to work out the bracket first down. So you say, you put back the 5 and you say 4 squared is actually 4, which is 16. And then now you multiply this. Not true? So the same thing we really are going to do here, so. Alright, so we get to it now. So we now need to distribute this, then we can distribute we need to distribute these two brackets here, then we can distribute the 5 inside it. Fair? So I'm put back my plus 2. Now all we need to do, we need to work the bracket first. Right? So we need to multiply this, the CM, so we substitute already, we need to distribute now. Substitute, need to distribute. So this 5 should multiply by the 8x. This 5 again by the 5. This 8 by the x, and this 8 by that the amount, right? So now we are going to distribute it. We write back the 5 first and distribute it. So write back the 5 bracket. Now we are going to have one bracket this time. So 8x times 8x is 8 64. And x times x is x squared, right? X times x is x squared. Then now 8x times the 5 is 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times the 5 is 40. And then now we just put back the x, right? So 8x times 5, 8 times 5 are 40, and put back the x. Then we start with the 5. 5 times 8x is positive 5 times 8x is 40x again. And 5 times the 5 is positive 25. Right? So this is how we get when you work out the bracket to get this or something, right? Then put back the plus 2 out at the end, like that. So big down. Yes, so we have this big thing here. Now, a question like this, really and truly, if you get one question like this, it's going to really test you, but it's a very nice question, so let's finish it. Now, before we can really distribute this, we're depending outside by everything inside. Yet we have to simplify the inside first, right? Sorry, right? But the 5, then we put a bracket. Now we have 64 64x squared here, so we just write the 64x squared. Now, nothing did have to really add the 64x squared to, so we are going to just put it by itself because we can't go grouping. However, we have 40x plus 40x, so we can add these two and we are going to get 80x. Right, and then just put back the 25. Then put back my plus 2. Now, if you allow now wait me to finish it, now we're at the part where we now have to do another distribution with this 5 outside, because really and truly, you just sidetrack and go back up to your son. Up to your son. So we have 5 bracket 8x plus 5, right, to the square, but we have a square here, so this is the problem. So we couldn't distribute the 5 inside yet, so we did have to expand. Let me just hide this. We have to expand this now. Expand the 8x plus 5 all square. So if we expand it, so we go so boom, put back the 5 here, then we expand it in 2 brackets. Right? After we expand these two now in 2 brackets, we distribute it, these two. When we distribute it now, we get all of this along something here right here. Right? And we put the 5 back. Then we put back the 5 now, we simplify this long thing here. So we get 64x squared plus 80x plus 25. That's how we distribute this, We get this, and then we simplify it down and we get this now, right? Then we put back the 5 again, and we put back the plus 2 that was outside all along. Then now we can substitute the 5, we can distribute the 5 inside again. So we are going to say 5 times 64. Looking at that, 5 times 64 x to the second, using the calculator, I think that's 320x to the square. Right, because 5 times 64 I think is 320, because 5 4 is 20, put a 0, carry the 2, and 5 6 is 30, plus the 2 where we carry, that's 32, so 320 x squared, right? Boom. Then now, Lord God, 5 times 80. Now, if I look, this is a good trick, but I mean, you could have done a calculator and get them in, but me I do them in my head. So a little trick to it is that you just say if 5 times 8 are 40, then 5 times 80 must be 400, right? Because you just add a 0 upon it. I see them at 5 times 8 are 40, so 5 times 80 is 40. So this now, so we are multiplying 5 by everything. 5 times that give you this, 5 times this now, 5 times 80x, I will give you 400x. Then now we are going to solve the 5 again by the 25. My God, this is a long question. 5 times 25, 5 5s, put by the plus, 5 5s 25, put the 5 and carry the 2, 5 2 is 10 plus 2, 125. So 5 times 25 is 125, and then we put back the plus 2. Then we can finally, we get this long thing here, so we can finally simplify now. So we have the 320 x to the second, and then there's no other x term to add this 400 to, so we are going to just put it back, about the 400 x. Then we have 125 plus 2. We can add these. 125 plus 2 is 127. So therefore, finally, after a lot of work, we can now have 5 of x, f of x. So, sorry, f of k of x, sorry. And f of k of x is equal to 320x squared plus 400x plus 127. So that's it for that question. So, quick recap again. F was 5x squared plus 2. K was 8x plus 5. So we just substitute this inside the equation. So we get 5 bracket 8x plus 5 all squared plus 2. Now this 5 when I distribute here to put it back out, we always write the bracket first. But here now we know so anytime we have this we can expand it then distribute. So we put back the 5 here, then we expand this. So we get 8x plus 5, 8x plus 5, and we start multiplying. Then we put back the plus 2 at the end, and before we put the 5 in again, we have to distribute the 2 expanded bracket. So just distribute that, and so 8 times that is 64x squared. 8x times 5 is 40x. 5 times 8x is 40x again. 5 times 5 is positive 25. Then put back the plus 2. Then we can't put the 5 in there yet because it can't simplify down more. So we come back, we put back the 64x squared, we add these two because these can be added, right? So add these two, 40x plus 40x is equal to 80x, yeah. And then we just put back the 25 out there. So then now we can distribute our 5 where we did our left, because remember we have to work the bracket first. And me work this, I now get this, right? So I'm going to work out this out, I get this thing here, right? Then now put back the plus 2 there. So 5 times that is 320x. Now at this point when I distribute the last thing outside, we remove the bracket. 5 times that are 320x squared. 5 times 80 are 400x. 5 times 25 is 125, and you put back the plus 2 at the end. Plus 2. Then now we simplify it. This I go come back here, can add it to nothing else. This come back. 125 plus the 2, we can add it and we get 127. So f of k of x is equal to 320x squared plus 400x plus 127.